Hey guys, welcome out to the range. Today I wanted to show you something that I recently modified on my Glock. It's not only is it the gas pedal cut that you guys have already seen, I've actually modified it. You can see the diagonal cut going up. In fact, I'll show you this side of the gun because this is the side that I actually shoot on. You can see the diagonal cut going that way. And I figured out that that wasn't working for me, mostly because this slide is machined and I was getting up into the slide about right there. And what was happening as the slide was coming to the rear, my thumb was getting into the serrations and was retarding the cycle of the slide and was causing specifically stovepipe malfunctions. So I said, okay. I went ahead and machined the accelerator / gas pedal cuts horizontally. And now I've got all the clearance that I need to hook just underneath the slide. Watch the slide really carefully. Even with sweaty hands, I now have a lot of control over the slide. I've cut so deeply into that area that, I mean, it's, well, I hope the camera's picking it up, but I have really cut hard into that area with a Dremel. I mean, I hacked at it hard. And I thought, hey man, this gun and I have so much mileage together. If I break something on it, I'll just replace it. Because remember guys, if you don't care about your slide, your barrel, and your frame all having the same serial number, you can buy another frame. Whether it be a Polymer 80 or whether you go through Glock, you can acquire another frame. So it is a doable thing. What I added to this was, and this was actually just last week, those of you who have been looking at the close-up of this have already said to yourself, there's something different going on there. Check out the takedown lever. Do you notice how it's smooth? Do you notice how it's flush with the body? Look at that. Both sides. What's that about? Well, what I found was when the thumb gets into this ledge, look at what's going on. Look at where it ends up. It ends up right beside the takedown lever. And I came out here last week and it was tearing me up right there on the thumb. I mean, it was just really ruining it. And I kept thinking, I'm going to a 15 or 1600 round class this coming week with Mike Pannone, and I'm going to be doing a lot of reps. And I thought, if I don't take care of this, this isn't just going to be a case of, hey man, I need to just man up. Look, there's man up and then there's just stupid. If you hurt yourself in training, I'm going to do a dedicated video on this, but I know this for a fact because I've trained really hard over the years. If you hurt yourself in training and the fight comes looking for you for real the next day and you're like hobbling around and stuff, because I've actually been there, then you're not fight ready. So that also includes your hands. If you have beat your hands up so bad in training that when the fight comes looking for you for real the next day, you're not ready for the fight. So I thought, well, you know what, once again, that's nothing but a part. So I went ahead and I popped it out of the gun, took my Dremel to it and ground it very slowly and kept pushing it back in, checking the fit to make sure I hadn't gone too far. I'd pop it out, machine some more, pop it back in. Now here's what's interesting about this. You'll notice that it's loaded upward with a lot of pressure. So if you take too much of this meat off, and remember, everything I do on one side, I do on the other because I'm an ambidextrous shooter. So if I take too much meat off on this side and I can't get over the top of this thing with enough purchase to grab at it, I've got a problem. And I'll give you an example. You'll notice how it's loaded all the way to the top. When you go to do the takedown procedure on the Glock, you pull the mag, you verify the weapon is empty, you point in a safe direction, and you pull the trigger. What's the next step? With both fingers, you grab the takedown lever and you rotate your wrist and you do a pull down, and it's a cantilever effect, right? But you pull this down. Well, the problem is both sides are gone. They're completely machined off. Aha, not really. If I take and I mash hard against this side, I create, in fact, before I touch it, look, can you see it? It's sticking out just enough for me to, I'm doing it on the camera, there we go. There. I have just enough to get a little bit of fingernail on that and pull it. But the cool thing is, I can push it back the other way and it's flush. So I wanted to make sure that I could get to what I needed to without any issues, because remember, this is not a magazine release issue, like a tactical issue. This is not like, I gotta take this gun down fast for a tactical reason. No, I can take this gun down slowly, but I need to be able to take it apart without tooling. But I also need to be able to shoot it comfortably for an extended period of time without beating up my right support hand or my left support hand. So I machine both sides of this thing. Guys, this has totally transformed how this gun shoots. It now shoots faster and flatter than it ever has before. All because I was brave enough to basically say, it's just a tool. It's just a machine. It has, I love it, man. I love it. That one tiny little mod has so transformed how this gun shoots. Come on, no, don't be a pill. Don't be a pill. There we go. That it is just, it's simple. And really, guys, all you have to do is take a flathead screwdriver and stick right in there. This is a flat spring. And you push against that flat spring, and the takedown lever just falls out of either the left side or the right side. You machine it, and then stick it back in again, and you're good to go. Typically speaking, what you're looking for is if you remove enough meat off of that the little knurled serrations are gone. That's pretty much what you need. Oh, and then I used a Birchwood Casey gun blue pen and to blacken the steel. Otherwise it ends up sticking out really silver and it's just kind of unattractive. But yeah, great mod, works like a charm. Give it a try. As always, I thank you guys for watching. God bless you all. Get those guns out in practice. Have a good one.